It was a bright and beautiful afternoon in Central Park. The sunlight streamed through the trees, and the leaves danced gently in the breeze. Somewhere nearby, birds chirped cheerful songs, and the city seemed to smile. Little Thomas ran happily across the grassy field holding hands with Grandma Laura. His tiny feet bounced like rubber balls, and his laughter filled the air like music. After running around for a while, Thomas began to slow down. His tummy let out a soft growl. "Grandma, I am hungry," he said with a pout. Grandma Laura chuckled and reached into her bag. She pulled out a big, delicious sandwich, fresh bread, cheese, ham, and crisp veggies. Thomas took a huge bite, and his eyes lit up. "Mmm," he mumbled happily with a mouthful of sandwich. But just as he relaxed, danger was quietly on its way. High above in the sky, dark shadows began circling. It was the park's infamous troublemakers, a clever, sneaky gang of crows. In the blink of an eye, the crows swooped down, and one of them snatched Thomas's sandwich right out of his hands. Thomas gasped. He chased after them, waving his arms and shouting, but the crows laughed with loud caws, flying up to the top of a tall tree to feast on the sandwich. Thomas's cheeks turned red with anger. He clenched his little fists and looked around. He picked up a small stone from the ground, aimed carefully, and threw it as hard as he could at the crows. But instead of hitting them, the stone zipped off in a different direction. Under the shade of a nearby tree, a tiny yellow kitten was playing with a ball of string. The stone whizzed right past its little head. The kitten leapt in fear, let out a loud meow, and darted away, racing past Grandma Laura and climbing quickly up the tree. Higher and higher it went, its little paws trembling with every step. Thomas and Grandma Laura stared up in shock. The poor kitten was now on a narrow branch, high above the ground. Thomas felt guilty. He looked up at the kitten and took a deep breath. With trembling hands he started climbing the tree to rescue the frightened kitten. But every time he got closer, the kitten panicked and climbed even higher. Then dark shadows again. The crows were back. Flapping and screeching, they swooped around the kitten and Thomas. One crow dove too close, and Thomas, startled, lost his balance. He slipped from the tree and fell thud. Grandma Laura rushed over, her eyes wide with fear. Thomas sat up, his knees scraped, tears welling in his eyes. Up in the tree, the crows kept chasing the kitten from branch to branch. The poor thing meowed, helplessly scrambling to escape. Grandma Laura knew she had to act fast. She pulled out her phone and quickly dialed the New York Fire Department. "Please, we need help," she cried. "A kitten is stuck and it's in danger." At that moment, the fire station was calm and quiet. Luna and Jerry sat in the corner watching Titan nap peacefully on the floor, while little Butter tapped a toy with his tiny paw. Everyone looked a little bored. Firefighter Max appeared with a big bag of hamburgers. "Lunchtime," he called. The team cheered with joy, jumping up for the treat. Just as they took their first bites, an alarm rang out. Beep, beep, beep. Everyone froze. Firefighter Max picked up the phone with a serious look on his face. After a short pause, he said, "We've got an emergency. Kitten rescue, Central Park." Luna grabbed her rescue pack. Jerry tightened his helmet. Titan stood up, tail straight and ears alert, and little Butter gave a tiny bark and wagged his short tail. This was it, their moment to shine. Luna jumped on her bike. Jerry ran behind her, and Titan and Butter dashed alongside, fast and focused. All four were heading toward the big green park, where one small kitten and one brave boy were waiting for help. Up in the tree, the frightened kitten clung to a branch. Below, Thomas sat quietly, still sniffling, and all around the crows were circling. Will the New York Animal Rescue Team save the day? We'll find out in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures.